maraming salamat for dropping by and checking on me sa aking YouTube channel, Annabelle. So, what are we gonna talk about today? These are the things that made me realized na nasa first world country ako. So these are the things as well that I had to go through to adjust, and I was shocked and at the same time culture shock kumbaga. Culture shock and happy as well. And hindi tingnan ako mga tao, diba? Kasi daanan to no? Yan, diba? And yeah, so these are the reasons as well why you need to consider relocating here in Austria. So, okay, let's go. So, first of all, yung transportation. Na-culture shock ako. Kasi sa Philippines, syempre, tayo mga Pilipino, maaga tayong gumigising. We had to wake up ahead or super early to just catch the train, MRT, LRT, bus, jeepneys, tricycle, whatsoever. If you will be going to work or if you will be going to your school, if you are studying, so anything na aalis ka, you really have to plan ahead, wake up so early para lang bumiyahe. So here in Australia, awa ng Diyos, ang transportation dito maayos. So mararamdaman mo yung tax mo talaga napupunta sa mga infrastructure. So the transportation here is so easy. So unless na lang kung ikaw ay nakatira sa malayong lugar, no, na yung train mabilis yung train dito, and then it will took you like an hour to go to the city, like when I was in Sydney. So nag-work ako sa town hall, malapit sa town hall sa city na ito, and then I was living in Ingleburn, so it will take me an hour before I get to the town hall station. So I really need to wake up so early because of that. Sa mabilis na ito na train, okay? Mabilis na ang train na ito. Unlike sa atin sa Philippines, gaano ba kabilis yung takbo ng train natin? Tapos konti lang yung mga trains, yung mga bagon. So ang haba ng pila, and then talagang agawan, yung ganong eksena. Alam nyo naman yan. So dito, on time. Kung malilate man sila, hindi siya aabot ng 1 oras or 30 minutes. Awa ng Diyos naman. And may pasabi palagi. And may alternative, like if there will be like maintenance on the train, they will just announce it prior, and then they will just provide you alternative route or transportation. Like there will be buses available for you, and then free ang pamasahe because of the maintenance na ginagawa nila sa train. So if hindi ka makakasakay ng train, may bus na available for you para isakay ka at pumunta dun sa destination. Ganon siya ka-efficient, awa ng Diyos. So that's number 1, transportation. Yep. Okay, next thing. Dito sa Australia, nakakapaglakad ako. So isa to sa nakaka-save sa akin ng money. Instead of me catching the bus, going to work or after work, papunta sa bahay ko, I can walk kasi malamig naman. And masaya. Doon ko na-realize yung walking. It's like something that you can enjoy talaga. Unlike sa Pilipinas, hindi ako maglalakad be. Because it's so init. It's syempre mainit sa atin sa Pilipinas. Laging pawisan tayo dyan. So, hindi natin kinakaya yung init, kaya hindi tayo maglalakad. Kahit sabihin pang 15 minute yan na lakad, I don't know. Siguro ang nalakad ko lang is from bahay hanggang kanto namin just to catch jeepney. Papunta sa school ko or sa trabaho ko, ganun. Yun lang yung lakad ko talaga, nalakad. Pero most of the time, nagta-tricycle ako or yung dati pa is pedicab. Ganon. Pajak. Yan ang tawag. So, dito ko na-appreciate, dito ako naka-adjust, dito ako natutunan na yung paglalakad dito is healthy siya sa akin. And tumatanda na tayo, be. So, yung pag-lose ng weight, this one is a healthy way. Wala siyang side effects. So, it's natural. And makakabuti talaga sa health mo. So, isa ito sa things na na-appreciate ko dito, na nag-adjust ako, na na-culture shock ako kasi most of the people here, especially dito sa Tassie, people are just walking, going to work or after work. So, gustong-gusto nila dito yung naglalakad. They really love walking, running. Talagang work-life balance ba ang datingan dito. Kaya siguro napansin ko, doon ko nare-realize, maybe because there are heaps or lots of shops for shoes dito sa Tassie. It's because people love walking, running, going to the gym. So, ayun. Yun yung second. Alright. One of the adjustments, one of the culture shocks na moment sa akin dito sa Australia is when you're sick, when you're not feeling well, in the Philippines, anywhere, anytime, you can go to the clinic, you can go to the hospital without getting an appointment or securing an appointment to your doctor. So, dito sa Australia, before you go to a clinic, before you go to a GP, a doctor, you really need to ensure that you got an appointment first. So, it's not something that you can just go there easily and then they will entertain you, they will check up on you. No. Which, hindi ko na-gets una. Kasi what if emergency? Even emergency, besh. You really need to... Well, dito sa Tassie, I'm speaking of Tassie because sa Sydney, hindi ko naman na-experience yun. Awa ng Diyos kasi hindi naman ako sakitin. But nung nandito na ako sa Tassie, hindi ako yung na-hospital, yung kaibigan ko ang na-hospital. And it was emergency. So, we really need to wait. Hindi siya ganun kadali. Ma-entertain ka. So, unlike sa Philippines, pag emergency, andyan na kaagad. Ma-entertain ka kaagad. Well, nung nagpunta ako sa St. Luke's, sa Makati Med, nung nadadala ako sa Makati Med, nung nasa pa ako, people support, because inatake ako ng sakit ko, yung aking basta yun na yun. Hindi ko naintindihan yon, pero inaatake na lang ako, nahihirapan ako huminga. Naglalakjo ako. And then my hands and yung legs ko, sobrang naninigas siya. So, yeah. So, wala akong problema. Ma-entertain ako ng doctor anywhere sa Pilipinas pag inaatake ako. So dito, this is something new to me because I didn't know that you really have to go to or secure first doctor's appointment before check up ka. Ganon. So, question. Paano kapag, let's say, nung mga panahon na nilalagnat ako, tapos kinabukasan may pasok ako, so, paano yon? Paano ako makaka-secure ng medical certificate? So, there are online portals, applications, websites that you can visit to ask for a medical certificate. And then someone will contact you. It's either basta a doctor or basta parang head nurse something. Kasi there was this instance na it was not a doctor who signed my medical certificate, who issued my medical certificate here. It was like someone higher sa regular nurse whatsoever. Basta ganon. So, online lang to. And then they will contact you. So you will just have to wait for their call. You just have to like schedule that. They will call you. You just have to wait like 15 to 20 minutes. And then they will contact you, ask your symptoms. If needed ka na bigyan ng parang ipa-appointment ka sa talagang specialist, doctor, so igagawin nila yon. Pero if hindi naman kailangan, sinabi mo lang na nilalagnat ka, masama pakiramdam mo, or wala kang boses, kasi nangyari yun sa akin, they will just prescribe something na you have to, if magdire-diretso yan, hindi pa rin matigil, you just have to take paracetamol or whatever. If hindi siya gagaling in 1 to 2 days, just let me know, contact us back, and then we will like secure a doctor's appointment, yung specialized na doctor, to check you further. Ganon. So, ganon yung ginagawa dito. Kaya ayaw ko na nagkakasakit kasi mahirap. Mahirap makasecure ng doctor's appointment. And then sometimes, if I will be like scheduling that one, the doctor is not available like, the doctor will be available like after a couple of weeks pa, just to secure an appointment. Ganon siya, be. Dito to hasa-hasi. Pero sabi naman ng mga nakalala ko, dun sa mainland, sa Sydney, or sa Melbourne, sa iba't iba, sa Perth, hindi naman daw ganon. Pwede ka nang mag-walk-in, and then may mag-a-attend sa'yo sa hospital. And hindi siya magiging problema. Hindi siya magiging, hindi ka masa-stress na walang mag-a-attend sa'yo and ganon. Kaagad-agad kang ma-attenda ng physician. So, ganon. So, isa yon sa things na kailangan kong i-accept, i-adjust ang sarili ko, and i-learn. Ganon. Okay, medyo dumadami na yung tao dito sa aking, mga dumadaan, pakita ko sa inyo. Tayo ngayon sa Elizabeth Street Pier. Ayan siya. I always go here kapag gusto ko mag-relax. Ganyan. So, going back. Isa sa mga na-adjust, ayan, teka lang, sorry. Merong araw, ayan, oh, ayan. So, one of those things na na-culture shock ako and nag-adjust ako, about sa work naman. So, yung sa sahod ng, sa sahuran, sa the Philippines, we are used to get our salary every 15th and 30th. Kinsenas katapusan. But here, hindi siya ganon. So, let's say, sa isang buwan, there are like 5 Wednesdays. Okay? 5 Wednesdays. Kasi, yung sahod ko kasi is every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. So, let's say, sa isang buwan, merong 5 Wednesdays. No? So, ang sahuran dito, it's every fortnight. So, yung fortnight, ibig sabihin, every 2 weeks. So, kung may 5 Wednesdays sa isang buwan, makakasahod ka ng 3 times. So, 3 Wednesdays ito. Okay? Unlike sa Philippines, every 15th and 30th lang ang inaabangan natin. Right? So, kinsenas katapusan. So, dito, happy ako kapag 5 ang Wednesdays in a month. Kasi 3 beses ako sa sahod. Ganyan. Gusto natin. Ganyan siya. Ayan. Okay. So, lastly, about pa rin to sa work. So, sa Philippines, we were used to acknowledge acknowledge our bosses by saying not their first name, hindi tayo first name basis, but it's either we call them boss and then TL kasi I've been working with call centers na talaga for quite some time. So ang tawag ko sa boss ko, boss. Sa team lead ko, boss. Sa manager ko, boss. O kaya, TL. Ganyan. O kaya, ma'am, sir. Ganyan tayo. So, one of those things that I had to adjust, I had to unlearn, no, is to not say those tawagan sa pinaka head, sa boss. Team lead mo, sa supervisor mo, sa manager mo. So, kahit nga yung pagtawag ng, kunyari, kasi meron din akong moment sa Philippines na ang tawag ko sa senior na teammate ko, Miss. Kunyari, Miss Joe, ganyan. So, instead of just Joe, I will call her Miss Joe. Ganyan. So, dito, iba be. I had to really unlearn that one because there was a time na para ako nakakasakit ng damdamin nila, be. Para silang tinatawag na senior talaga. Literally. So, yung miss na pagtawag ng miss, kaya Miss Anna, hindi siya lahat na iintindihan. Hindi lahat ng tao na-understand yan na that's not something offensive. Teka lang, laway ko, tumalsik. Hindi siya something offensive to us because it's just something that we are used to say to acknowledge our bosses or to give respect sa senior sa work. Kasi nauna siya di ba? Naiintindihan niyo naman ako siguro, no? So, yun. So, medyo nag-adjust ako doon ng very, very light talaga and that very, very light. Bonggang-bongga, sorry. Bonggang-bongga. Kasi, nung nag-uumpisa ako dito, medyo naku-culture shock nga ako, no? So, hindi ako sanay ng first name basis. Ang tawagan sa boss. So, kahit sa Sydney, nasa Sydney pa ako, sinanay ko yung sarili ko first name basis. And then when I went here sa Tassie, medyo parang mas marami kasi yung taong na didil ko dito. Unlike doon sa Sydney, ano lang kami, ilan lang kami sa team. And hindi kami nakikipag-usap sa ibang team eh. Parang ganun, parang hi hello lang every time makikita namin ibang teammates namin. Pero dito kasi, call center culture na siya set up. So everyone, you will really like bump into everyone most of the time. Ako pa naman, ano pa naman ako. Hindi ako marunong sa pangalan. No, hindi ako matandain dyan. Unless, ikaw nakakausap ko, ikaw kasama sa team namin, at alam mo yun, yung regular talaga na tao sa buhay ko. So, matatandaan ko yung pangalan mo ng mabilis. Pero pag tayo ay nagkita lang sa hallway, nagkita lang tayo sa lift, nagkita lang tayo sa somewhere, sa office, hindi ko talaga matatandaan. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at, at names. Memorizing names of people. Pero that's something that I had to adjust, that I had to learn, because dito first name basis, and they will really appreciate if you will really call them by their names, first names. Parang mas madali yung buhay, mas madali makipag-communicate, mas madaling magkaintindihan if meron kayong bonding, kumbaga. Meron kayong something nag-click. Oh, hello po. Yeah. So yun. So ganun siya. Ako pa naman, ngayon, sa aking trabaho, awan ng Diyos, sobrang happy ako. Kasi everyone really like, parang masaya na sila sa akin. And masaya na rin ako sa kanila. Alam mo yung ganun, na wala na yung hiya-hiya ko. I'm not parang intimidated anymore. Kasi I'm confident na with myself. With what I can contribute to the team. So alam mo yung may ganun ka na parang image. Meron ka ng ganung respect to everyone, and sila din sa'yo. Yung ganun na parang okay. So that's the reason why I really had to parang umalis, mag-out sa aking shell. Kasi introvert, hindi ko alam, pero sa Pilipinas extrovert naman ako. Pero dito, nag-introvert ako, parang nahiya talaga ako. Parang every steps ko, parang I had to like check kung tama o mali. Ganun ba? I had to get their reassurance, yung mga ganun na things. Siyempre, nakikisama ka. And you really don't want to offend people, diba? So, you really had to adjust, you really had to learn their culture, respect their culture, respect things, everything about Australia, about Australians. So that's one of the things na in-unlearn ko by calling them Miss, Boss, Sir, Ma'am, ganyan. Pero ngayon, eto na nga nangyari, no? So, because of that, and they understood me na it was not meant to offend anyone. Every time I will call them Miss or Boss or Ma'am, Sir. So sila nag-adjust, my gosh, kakahiya ako. Ayun, so happy naman kasi sila sa akin, kaya parang accepted nila yon. And then, so ang nangyayari, ang tawag na nila sa akin ay Miss Anna. Gusto mo yan? So lahat na calling me Miss Anna sa office. And then, masaya naman ako. Pero yung mga boss pa rin tawag ko, boss. Tapos pero pag mga team lead, TL, ganyan. Naintindihan nila ako, and okay sila doon. Natutuwa naman sila sa akin, awa ng Diyos. So ayun. So gusto ko kasi happy ako sa work. Alam mo yun, kasi every 5 days ka ang papasok sa work, and you don't want anyone to get offended from the things that you're like, saying. So, respect. Begets respect. So, yun. Yun lang. Yun! So, mga besh, yun lang ang aking vlog for today. Again, apologies if I am not so active sa aking YouTube channel, but I super appreciate you guys. I super appreciate you, mga be, for sticking on my channel. Hindi kayo bumibitaw. May pa siya isa, dalawa, ganyan na nawawala sa numbers, but that is fine. I totally understand, so don't worry. Magkita-kita ulit tayo sa next kong vlog, and sana may napulutan ka ng aral dito sa aking pagbablog. And yeah, see you around. And sabi ko nga, always be good. I will always say that to you, okay? That's my signature, and sabi ko nga, libre lang kasi yan. Marami ang magagawang kabutihan sa'yo at sa kapwa. Alrighty, see you around. Bye-bye!